life for an abandoned mall. The mystery that surrounds the $100 million development deal for Rolling Acres. Backlash is growing this morning after President Trump's meeting with Vladimir Putin. The criticism coming from members of his own party. Plus, lights, camera, Taylor.
Are you ready for it?
T Swift playing First Energy Stadium tonight. We have your concert forecast and the best way to get around.
Time I'm thinking past tomorrow. I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot.
Shot. Hey, yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Can I hear you now? Oh. Come on, Tiffany, it's Hamilton.
It's Will singing Hamilton, but yes,
I know. I'm no Lin-Manuel, but
I mean, okay.
The excitement, it's pouring through the streets of Cleveland. It's
Clearly.
Hamilton's opening night here in Cleveland. It's the hottest ticket in town.
It is, and it's going to be here for 5.5 weeks. Now, I was unable to get tickets on that day. I got in, but I couldn't get the ticket. But anyway, we're going to let you know how you can still get your hands on some tickets. But we are live here at Public Square, not just talking about Hamilton, but there is so much more that is happening here on the plaza being offered this summer, Will.
Yeah, a lot of that actually takes place outdoors. We're talking about yoga you talked about last hour. There's dancing out here, different paintings with your pets out here. So a lot of people wondering, can they get out here and do that without the use of an umbrella or maybe a parka, Holly? So that's the big question. They got a few days here of sunshine.
I think so. And I think in most cases, even this morning, we're still calling for that leftover shower. You should be okay. The other hot ticket in town is Taylor Swift happening tonight. So I'll have a look ahead to that forecast, and we'll get into the details there. So plenty to do, plenty to say on this Tuesday. And I'm happy to report that the humidity will lower literally hour by hour by hour. So that by lunchtime, I think you'll really start to notice the difference. It's still muggy this morning, okay? Full transparency, as you're waking up, it's still sticky. And I'm not gonna take a shower chance out quite yet, although most of you are dry. Earlier in the show, you know, we started 4 a.m. and some of you had rain at that point. It was raining in parts of Geauga County at 4 this morning. Since we've seen the showers fade, but chances we'll keep them in for at least a few hours. Most of you are waking up to temperatures in the 70s, which is really warm for this time of the morning, and dew points are still high. They are right in that 70 plus range in most spots, give or take. So this is sticky. It's going to get better, and I will show you the details of that coming up. Danielle's got to look at your drive. You've got a busy day ahead of you with all this going on.
I sure do, and so do all of you. At 6:03, we take a look in Lake County because we have an accident reported on State Route 2 eastbound as you are approaching 615 in Menor. Your left lane is blocked because of it, but we're not seeing any delays in the area just yet. So please use caution as you are traveling. Other than that, we're looking pretty good on the traffic map. You can see we're pretty green. 90s, 271, the East Shore Way, West Shore Way as well. We're looking good to the north as well as to the south. So we are all green. And coming up in about 15 minutes, we'll help you shake it off, shake that traffic off when it comes to getting into downtown for that Taylor Swift concert. John, back to you.
Look at you. We want every song for the concert used in a traffic report today. All right.
I'll try.
All right. We know you will. All right. Thank you, Danielle. 6:03. There's a mysterious deal being made in Akron. Rolling Acres Mall will be redeveloped. But what is this going to become? See, that's a mystery not even city leaders who signed the deal know this morning. All right, let's try to get to the bottom of this. Jasmine joins us live now. All right, so it's a big mystery. I would hope we're going to find out soon.
Yeah, but not right now in this live shot, John. I can't tell you who it is or what's going to go here. But right now, as you can see, this is an empty parking lot. This parking lot used to be jam-packed full of community members shopping here at the mall. As you can see, this is the vacant lot. What you're seeing behind this vacant lot is the old Target that used to be right behind the mall. But the city council agreed to sell the land to a developer for an overwhelming $600,000. The mystery in all of this, who is the company? The city says they cannot release that yet. It's what's promised to go up in the space that the city says will be a gift that'll keep on giving.
I don't have that information. So
you don't even know who this employer is?
We do not.
All right, so coming up in the next half hour, we'll tell you exactly why they say they signed the deal and what's to come, how many jobs will come here to Akron too. And we're talking on our Facebook page, John, just asking people what they think should come here. A lot of people saying they think another mall should come here because Akron needs another mall. So I agree with them, a mall, and someone also added a casino maybe. So would you spend your money in Akron? I think I would.
Tell you what, until we know, I think it sounds a little risky, but we'll see. They have confidence.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jasmine. All right, it's 6:06, topping your morning rush. One woman is dead after a driver plowed into two people outside a Menor Walmart. A man in a wheelchair was also injured in the accident in the Walmart parking lot. The Menor Fire Department said the driver hit the two pedestrians and then struck the front of the building. The driver, who has not been identified, also suffered minor injuries. Witnesses say it seemed the car was going about 25 miles per hour in the parking lot. University Hospitals has filed a gag order to prevent attorneys suing over its fertility clinic failure from talking about it. Hospital says some plaintiffs' attorneys have made, quote, inflammatory and prejudicial statements about the case. They argue that it could make it hard for jurors to reach a fair verdict. 4,000 eggs and embryos were compromised when the temperature inside the tank rose.
I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off.
Well, you ready for it? Taylor Swift is performing in Cleveland tonight on her Reputation tour. Doors open at 5:30, and the show's opening acts will come on at 7. Those openers are pop singer Camila Cabello and Charlie XCX. Preps were underway at midnight. Security is all set and ready to go. Now, a reminder, NFL rules apply. That means if you don't have an NFL-approved clear bag, your purse can't be bigger than 4.5 by 6.5 inches. We've got all the important information on our website at WKYC.com. Tiffany.
All right, so I know a lot of probably teenagers are going to be headed to the Taylor Swift concert tonight, but there are a lot of kids out there, especially grade school, that are probably bored with summer by now.
We talked about the toddlers yesterday and what they can do, so now we move on to elementary type kids. What can they do? For that, let's go to Avon, where Austin Love is live this morning, really swinging in the morning.
I think this was for him.
Oh, guys, yeah, this is perfect for me. Even 25-year-old kids like myself who are, 6'2", 190 pounds, something like that. We're all having a lot of fun out here. But if your kid's saying that they're bored here this summer, really tell them to come to Play CLE. It's a great place to be able to come to. I'm up here on the Sky Course. It's 20 feet up in the air. They also have rock climbing, and you saw me do the zip line and also the leap of faith a little bit earlier. But hey, this is just one place here in the Cleveland area where your kids can have a lot of fun. Take a look.
Summer is flying by, but there's plenty of time before September and the start of school.
Back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
So what are some cool ways to keep the kids entertained?
Not like a regular mom, I'm a cool mom.
Well, for starters, the kids can jump in and cool off at the Avon pool. That's open till September 4th. But if you're looking for more dangerous waters, the Greater Cleveland Aquarium has you covered, and luckily behind a thick sheet of glass. From sharks to stingrays to whatever that is, you're bound to see something wild. And if you're a fan of Shark Week, they'll do you one better with Fin Fest. It's a week-long salute to sharks starting July 22nd.
Fish are friends, not food.
Speaking of movies, you can catch them underneath the stars. Just a quick drive will bring you to Autorama in North Ridgeville for a throwback drive-in movie experience. And in Crocker Park, they host Movies in the Park every Thursday evening.
This is wonderful. It's free. They can come and run around and be silly and catch some movies while we're at it.
Free and open to the public. That should keep the kids entertained for at least a little bit.
Back live here at Play CLE in Avon. And Will, Tiffany, I'm going to test out my agility a little bit before, this is, okay. This is, I say this now, that it's a little bit easier than taking that leap of faith, but, I'm not the most balanced person. But hey, if you have a kid right now, or hey, even if you're an adult, they also have a bar over here as well, full restaurant as well. Great place to be able to come and bring the whole family. It's just for anyone under the age of 18. It is $20 for 2 hours. A whole lot of fun here. Sharks, movies, the whole 9 yards, and a lot of adrenaline here in Cleveland, Ohio before the kids head back to summer. But for now, guys, over to you.
Did he say he would, like, the grown-ups could go play and send the kids to the bar? Is that what he said?
I don't know, but it made me laugh.
Which order?
If you're a kid or an adult, you can get to the bar. I was like, well, maybe not.
They serve Coke.
I might have heard that wrong.
Cranberry juice.
It just made me laugh. I get a little happy in the morning.
Well, especially when you're at Playhouse Square with me. It's Hamilton opening night. It's like a holiday. We're talking about that. We're talking about what else you can do here at Playhouse Square throughout the summer. But we have some news to get to as well.
Yeah, we're going to let you know what's coming up here on Channel 3 News today. So there is more fallout, especially when it comes to Donald Trump, President Trump, and that visit with Russian President Vladimir Putin. So coming up, we're going to let you know why some of the president's strongest supporters are speaking out against him, Will.
And Prime Day glitch. What went wrong when Amazon's biggest day launched yesterday, Holly?
Okay, Will, Tip, thanks so much. 6:11 right now, and we are talking less humid eventually. It's still pretty stuffy, sticky, muggy as you're waking up this Tuesday, but that's going to change. And we've got some beautiful weather to look forward to for our middle of the week. Taylor Swift in town this evening. We'll have a look at that forecast. Plus, what about the weekend? Will it be a wet one? I will fill you in.
Channel 3 News Today is brought to you by Window Nation. Online at windownation.com.
President Trump is under fire from both sides of the aisle after his meeting in Finland with Russian President Putin. In a news conference, President Trump was asked repeatedly about the conclusion of the American intelligence agencies that Russia interfered in the 2016 election. The president, with Putin next to him, would not condemn the Russians.
So I have great confidence in my intelligence people, but I will tell you that President Putin was extremely strong and powerful in his denial today. And what he did is an incredible offer. He offered to have the people working on the case come and work with their investigators with respect to the 12 people. I think that's an incredible offer.
The fallout now reaching Ohio. The Belmont County GOP chairman quit, saying he could no longer support the president. Today, the Republican National Convention Committee will decide which city will host the 2020 convention. The last RNC in 2016, of course, held right here in Cleveland. The RNC is considering bids from multiple cities, including Las Vegas, Kansas City, and Nashville. The favorite seems to be Charlotte, where the city council just narrowly voted to accept the committee's bid. Shoppers looking for products and deals for Amazon Prime Day instead found apology puppies with the caption, "Uh-oh, something went wrong on our end." Glitches on Amazon's website crashed shopping early. Even with the glitch, Amazon says it sold more items in the first hour this year compared to last. Prime Day lasts 36 hours. It runs through 3 a.m. Wednesday morning. Will and Tiffany, back out to you.
Thanks, John. Outside Playhouse Square. You know, it is. It's funny because I think I tried to pull a Frozen like high note early in the 5 a.m. hour.
You tried.
Yes,
and that
you certainly did
an
try.
epic fail. And then I brought it down a little bit. I think by 8 o'clock this morning.
So we're going to have to do a social media post.
I'll be stage ready.
Why don't you save those
we have
for the
plans at 8.
Save those for the commercial breaks, Will.
Tiffany loves it. She loves it, Holly.
Having a great time out here hearing Will all morning long.
You could tell. You could tell. And I'm so glad. So far, so good. I mean, we've stayed dry. We had a few leftover showers earlier in spots. It is still really muggy. It still has that feeling like it could rain at any time, but it will eventually feel better and better as the hours go on. And we're looking at some beautiful weather midweek and then more wet weather in the works. So we'll get to that and planning out your weekend. But we still need the rain. We had practically an inch of rain at Hopkins yesterday. Well needed stuff, that's for sure. And look at the break today. Couldn't have worked out any better either with everything going on. See how it all just kind of works out in life? We've got the sunshine. We've got Taylor Swift in town tonight. We've got Hamilton opening up, and you're all planning on, you know, doing many things, and if Taylor Swift is one of them, which I know so many are talking about this concert with that happening at First Energy. Weather looks great. Temperatures will be in the 70s for the start of it and really through the concert. Sunshine to begin, starry skies after that, comfortable. By that time, the humidity will have lowered a lot. This morning, a leftover shower cannot be ruled out. We had a few earlier. When the show began around 4 a.m., it was still raining to the east, and now it's dry. The humidity is still high, but we're seeing that nice dip not only later today, but into tomorrow and Thursday, and then it creeps back up again Friday into the weekend, but at least we're staying in the humid zone as opposed to the tropical oppressive stuff, which we just got through with. We hit 91 degrees yesterday. Today's UV index is very high. It's at an 8, so we're going to see sunshine. It might be a little more cloud cover to begin the day, but sun will become prevalent into the afternoon. I'm going to keep these shower chances here through late morning. Scattered, spotty chances. Again, these computer forecasts don't tell you exactly where. Don't look at the location as much as the potential. But then beyond that, we clear it out. And the story will be nothing but sunshine for later on today. And a nice little breeze. Speaking of that, it's going to be choppy out on Lake Erie. 2 to 4 foot plus waves. Northwest winds 10 to 20 knots. So boaters, not ideal for you. Looks ideal for the weather this midweek though. Sunshine tomorrow, Thursday. Back to scattered showers, storms Friday and into the weekend. 6:19, here's a check of your drive.
Traffic is made possible by the Ganley Auto Group. Visit GanleyAuto.com for over 6,000 new and used vehicles.
Good Tuesday morning to you. You know, I don't want any of you to have any bad blood with me because I didn't prepare you for parking restrictions for the Taylor Swift concert. Now, you know that's my reputation to help you shake off the traffic. Okay, that's the only songs I know of Taylor Swift, but parking restrictions 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. on East 9th, Lakeside Avenue and West 3rd, and 3 to 1 a.m. on Erie Side Avenue. And don't forget that construction is taking out some lanes on the Main Avenue Bridge right by First Energy Stadium. So it could cause some delays coming into downtown this evening as many of you head to the Taylor Swift concert. Also in downtown, Tower City Bridge construction. So work on West 6th, West 3rd, and West 2nd through October. That means West 3rd is closed between West Huron and West Prospect Avenue. So be prepared for all of that in downtown, as well as your left lane blocked on State Route 2 eastbound approaching 615 in Minner. Tiffany and Will, back to you.
Right, traffic's going to be a big deal when you talk about both Hamilton and Taylor Swift here in downtown Cleveland. We are live because Hamilton opens tonight, but there is so much more that's happening here in Public Square. Even some more productions coming. So coming up, we're going to let you know when Frozen the musical is coming to town.
Yeah, and we're also going to talk about how you can get $10 Hamilton tickets. Get your hands on a pair for the shows while they're in Cleveland. And Frozen fans who just can't let it go, well, the magic will be here at Playhouse Square in 2020. It'll be part of the KeyBank Broadway series season that year, playing in Cleveland sometime during the summer. We don't have the official dates yet on it, but the only way to really guarantee seats for Frozen would be to become a season ticket holder. Nobody knows more about the season ticket holders and the shows than Gina Vernacci, that's joining me here live at Playhouse Square. Thanks so much for getting up early.
Oh.
We're here to talk Hamilton, but let's hit Frozen. That's a pretty big get, right?
Oh my gosh, we are so excited that we could announce Frozen. It's going to be here in 2 years, right here, a part of the KeyBank Broadway series at Playhouse Square. You know, another show that appeals to families and people of all ages, so it's a very cool show. So we're delighted to share that news.
That announcement made my niece this morning. I'm going to work on tickets for you girls. if you're awake watching, I'm going to talk to Gina afterwards. But hey, let's talk Hamilton. This is like Super Bowl, World Series, opening day.
It's all right here. You know, we have been talking about this show for 3 years, actually, us for our planning and announcing it to the audiences. And so here it is. It's finally here in Cleveland. The trucks have arrived. They're unloading the trucks even as we speak, preparing for our first performance tonight. And here's the good news. We're here for 48 performances, but there are still tickets available. So Playhouse Square is the only authorized ticket seller, so make sure you go to our website, playhousesquare.org, to buy your tickets. That's really important to do.
So still tickets available there, and then there's a ticket lottery system up as well.
Oh, yeah. So this is the deal of the century, right? $10 tickets are available. So if you
Who's on the $10 bill?
Who's on the $10
Is that Alexander
bill?
Hamilton?
Well, and think about this. There are 37 seats available for every one of those 48 performances. The total number of seats, 1776. at
It
$10,
all comes
all
together.
for a Hamilton. It all comes together. That's right, full circle.
Here's the beauty of Hamilton. If you've not seen it, you've not heard it. I mean, this is one of those weird shows that people have been listening to the soundtrack long before they even knew what the show was.
Right.
It's almost like School of Rock for older people. Like you come away knowing so much, you're almost ready for a Playhouse Square trivia lunch at that point because you're ready to go in and you want to start throwing out some of this random history trivia.
Right. And here's actually the beauty of Hamilton. Unlike anything I've ever seen, is the appeal to such a wide range of audiences. Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, small children, all know the lyrics to this magnificent work. It's really like nothing we've ever seen.
Everyone's going to be able to pull something away from this. Gina, thank you so
Yes,
much. Holly,
my
we're ready
pleasure.
for Hamilton. I know you're ready.
Yes, and tell Gina I said hello. She's always on live on Lakeside. Love her dearly. And we've got tons to chat about, including a drying weather pattern. Less humid, maybe just a leftover shower this morning, but it will be nothing but sunshine by later today, and it's going to feel good. We'll fill you in the rest of the week coming up.
This old abandoned mall is about to get new life, but what's to come is still a mystery. Coming up, what we know about the $100 million deal.
Plus, I'm tracking your Tuesday forecast. So how much cooler will temperatures be today? And what should you expect if you're heading to the Taylor Swift concert tonight?
Are you ready for it?
What are the top 10 Amazon Prime Day deals overall? Well, it's not these, and I have them. They're coming right up.
6:30. Welcome back to Channel 3 News. We are live at Playhouse Square this morning. It's Hamilton opening night. We've been talking about that this morning. We'll get back to also how you can get your tickets still available. $10 lottery. We got weather, we got traffic to get to, but first your big three stories.
Right, and so we want to start in South Florida where multiple people were killed. 6 people were shot late last night in South Florida. A 22-year-old woman was killed and 2 other victims have life-threatening injuries. The others are expected to survive. All of the victims are in their 20s, so that's 1 person killed, not multiple people injured here, of course. Police believe it was a targeted attack and are searching for a lone man they believe was the gunman, Will.
And new this morning, the reward for information on whoever tortured a cat with fireworks continues to grow. Thanks to donations, it's up to $18,000. The cat named Katie P was found on Cook Road in Mansfield last week after someone lit a firecracker inside her. Thankfully, she's still alive, continuing to recover. Anyone with information should call the Humane Society.
That's terrible. And after 22 years, First Night Akron is no more. The Downtown Akron Partnership announced it's retiring First Night. It's a family-friendly New Year's Eve celebration. It says the whole goal of First Night was to bring people downtown and to keep them coming back, so that worked. Now I guess they're moving on. So there are dozens of events taking place throughout the year in the Rubber City. I mean, we've been to some events there already, taking our show on the road there.
Yeah, I was going to say it was a great event for them to kind of organize people there, but they also have added several other things, and the things that they had expanded. Other events going on around Akron, including the Soapbox Derby, which is coming up.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for that one. That's tomorrow, right? We're going to be there tomorrow?
We're going to be there tomorrow.
All right.
Hopefully with some nice weather.
It's like one day is more fun than the next with you two. All right, we're taking a look at what is going to be a great weather day. It is still muggy this morning, but most of you are dry and even seeing some sunshine as it's up now for a few minutes. Leftover cloud cover in spots. We could still have a little shower, but I don't think it'd be a big deal. No thunderstorms. Those are out of here. Much needed rain yesterday, which was great. Had almost an inch to report at Hopkins. It was also officially 91 yesterday. So it's going to feel much better. Hour by hour, that humidity will lessen. And by this afternoon, it's going to feel really pretty terrific. So the shower chances, they have faded for now. I'm going to keep a small chance in for the next few hours. Most of you have been hovering in the low 70 range this morning. We're mid 70s downtown, which is warm for this time of the day. I mean, usually we're in the 60s just as the sun is coming up this time of the year. And it's still really sticky, stuffy, muggy. Dew points are still hanging out around 70 degrees. That will be a whole different story by the afternoon. Danielle will start to feel that lower humidity, and it will really be a beautiful, beautiful afternoon and evening.
We can give our air conditioners a break here. At 6:33, for those of you heading out right now, we're looking great on the traffic map so far. Normal drive times, but we still have this accident that we are waiting to clear out in Lake County. State Route 2 eastbound approaching 615 and Minner. Your left lane is blocked, but you're not seeing any delays. We don't have a camera in that area, so the best I can do for you is State Route 2 near East 305th, and you can see traffic moving just fine on both the east and westbound sides of 2. Also, here's what I-90 looks like in Lake County at 91 in Willoughby Hills. Traffic moving just fine. Your drive times on 90 between 271 and Vrooman Road. 14 minutes heading east, 14 minutes heading west. Normal drive times there. Normal throughout the region. And don't forget, when you hit the roads, tune into our partners at WTAM 1100 Total Traffic. John, back to you.
Okay, Danielle, thank you. All right, so there's some good news in a mysterious deal being made in Akron. Rolling Acres Mall will be redeveloped, but what will it become? That's a mystery. Not even city leaders who signed the deal know. Jasmine joins us live this morning with more on this deal. All right, I don't like surprises. I want to know.
Maybe Scooby-Doo could find out, you know. I think that's the only people that could find out right about now. But if you've ever been to Akron, you've definitely been to this mall, Rolling Acres Mall. This is the parking lot. This is what's left. Over here to my left side, the standing Target that used to be behind Rolling Acres Mall is what's left in this field. But let me tell you the details. This employer or employers agreed to $30 million in new annual payroll, which city leaders estimate is about 500 new jobs for the area. Now, they will also build a $100 million facility. The mystery in all of this, who is the company? The city says they cannot release that yet. They also added that $600,000 purchase will be reimbursed to the buyer over time, an incentive to turn this once dead land into something far more vibrant.
Well, the thing of it is we know the developer has got a track record of success.
Now, throughout the morning, we've been on our Facebook page asking you, what do you think should come here to this empty land? Some people said a casino. Another person added an amusement park maybe. And some people, like myself, said a mall would be perfect for what would used to be a mall. So, John, back to you.
All right, we'll get Scooby-Doo on the case and we'll see if we can get more clues here. All right, Jasmine. Okay. Thank you. It's almost 6:37. A burglary, a shootout, a carjacking, and a high-speed chase that ended in a crash. It all happened in Menor after a break-in at the Silverado Arms gun store. When police arrived, one man ran. A car came around the corner, driving at police, who then opened fire. Driver jumped out, but a passenger took the wheel and drove off an embankment. Police say that suspect then carjacked a woman. A high-speed chase followed and ended in Columbia Station with a head-on crash. 3 are in custody. Police are searching for a 4th man. Today, Browns coach Hugh Jackson and his wife will open a safe haven in Cleveland for human trafficking survivors. The Survivors for Human Trafficking residents will open inside the Salvation Army's Harbor Light building. The facility has 12 beds and 3 rooms and will be staffed 24 hours a day. Of course, part of the funding for this came from Jackson and other Browns employees when they plunged into Lake Erie last month. After years of cutting service at Cleveland Hopkins, United Airlines is set to add more flights to popular destinations. Routes to Los Angeles and San Francisco have increased to twice a day year-round. More trips headed to Florida as well. The airline adding more flights to Fort Lauderdale, Fort Myers, and Orlando. United closed its hub in Cleveland in 2014. And Kent State student Carrie Esser has made it to the semifinals of a national makeup competition. We've been following her progress. She's now in the top 12 of the NYX Face Awards. Esser's known on social media for her amazing bright-colored creations. So you can vote for her through Thursday at faceawards.com. The 6 finalists will get a 2-week trip to Los Angeles and $15,000. We wish her all the best. Will, out to you.
John, a lot of people excited about Hamilton making its Cleveland debut tonight, but other big shows on the way.
Right, and so we want to talk about those now so you can start planning ahead. Let's go ahead and start with July 31st. That's when Menopause is coming to town. It's a musical, and it will be at the Hannah Theater. It's the hilarious celebration of women and change. and it will be here through August 12th. Hello Dolly will be coming to town at the end of September. That's part of the KeyBank Broadway series. And then you also have Les Mis. That's going to be here in October. And of course, there's one show that's coming that's going to have a whole bunch of young fans excited. We are talking about Frozen.
Frozen
right?
will be 2020, the summer. We don't have the exact dates, but I've already gotten my nieces, I think, ready to go. Like, hey, Uncle Will. I don't think my daughter will be maybe old enough yet, but
maybe not. How old is she now?
She's 10 months.
10 months. Okay, 2020.
I don't know.
I don't know. You could take her, but
sounds like a
I don't know if she'll remember much about it.
Hey, normally you get fired for sleeping on the job.
Yeah, but this company, they actually want you to do it. So it's called a snooze turn.
They want you to sleep.
Yeah, they do. And we're going to let you know how you can get your hands or your pillow, your head on this job. I don't know, your body on this job. What do you say that? Yeah.
Oh, definitely intrigued. 20 minutes before 7 o'clock. Will, Tiffany, thank you. Good morning to you. Happy Tuesday. And it is going to be cooling off. The humidity is going to lower. And if you're not already seeing some sunshine, you'll be seeing a whole lot of it. 80 the high today. Big difference from that 91 we hit yesterday. We're going to talk more about your forecast, looking ahead to the Taylor Swift concert and everything going on. But check out Eve here, doggone weather. Oh, sweet Eve in Medina. Finally got hot enough for Eve to lay down in her outdoor bathtub to cool off. True story. Holly and Tom of Medina, thank you so much for sharing Eve with us today.
Good morning, Northeast Ohio.
Phoenix Coffee Warehouse District says good morning.
We say good morning.
Time now 6:44, and that also means it is time for your speed feed. And first up, we have really an incredible story of survival.
A really incredible story. It almost reminds me of that movie 127 Hours. This woman drove over a 250-foot cliff and then survived 7 days with broken bones and a brain hemorrhage, really doing everything she could to survive. It was 22-year-old Angela Hernandez. She collected spring water with a radiator hose, used music to try to stay positive, cooled herself with some ocean spray. Hikers eventually found the Portland woman after seeing her wrecked Jeep. She wrote on social media that at first she thought the rescuers were a dream because she'd seen several mirages before that.
Wow, incredible, Will. So this one made me very excited. If you or your kids grew up in the 90s, it's for you. The Nickelodeon cartoon Rugrats, it's on its way back to the small and big screens. The release date for the TV episodes hasn't been released yet, but the movie, which will use computer-generated software, is expected to be out in November of 2020. Rugrats first premiered 27 years ago, and when it comes back, the toddlers will have not aged a bit. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah. You know what else would be nice? Getting paid to sleep. Sleeping on the job, usually not a good thing, but a mattress company is looking for just that. Mattress firm wants a fall intern to test the newest and top-rated beds at the company's headquarters down in Houston. The snooze turn, as they're dubbing it, will also have to create some written and video reviews for the company's website and social media. It is a paid internship, Tiffany, so you will get paid to sleep, and required work there about 20 hours a week. I think you could probably up that. I wonder if you get OT. So if you sleep for 20 hours, that's what you have to do. But if you sleep for a little more, can you get OT on that?
I don't care. I'm over here trying to fill out my application right now.
Are you?
Yes. Are you legally eligible to work? Hey, I know people who live there. I can hitch, you know.
Well, you don't need a place to sleep. You're sleeping at work.
Yeah,
you basically
I'm fine.
need a place to play.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Yep. Are you legally eligible to work in the U.S.? Yes. 18 years, yes.
Holly, we're going to need a minute. She's going to continue filling out this application, and I know she's going to use me for a reference. I'm the only friend she has, so
John
I'm going to have to get that.
We're just
did
talking.
Did he really do that this morning?
Yeah, he did.
Can you believe Will? That's why. See, this guy right here.
Sign us all up. I mean, you at home are probably saying the same thing. We've got a summer fun forecast that hopefully will wake you up today because the humidity is going to end up lower. We've got sunshine and lots of it on the way. So it is very high at an 8. Kids, have a great day. You'll need your sunscreen and sunglasses, and you can still pull it today. It'll just be more comfortable. Here's a look at where that 8 falls on the index. So as you can see, yeah, it's all the way at the other end of the scale again today. So we will definitely need to protect ourselves, but it's going to feel so much better. And we've got this perfect weather really setting itself up through the middle of your week. Could be more of a wet weekend than not, and we still do need the rain. Even after yesterday's nice rainfall, many of you got over 3/4 of an inch, up to about an inch of rain in spots. We'll talk about the potential of more over the next 7 days. Not today, with the exception of just a leftover shower this morning. We're going to continue to dry out, to clear out. We'll see a lot of sunshine. Hour by hour, literally, the humidity is going to lower. And I know Will and Tiffany have been talking all about Hamilton. How about Taylor Swift in town tonight? So the weather looks great for that concert, and you couldn't ask for more comfortable weather over at First Energy Stadium. 70s. From sunshine to starry skies, it'll be comfortable with that humidity at a very low level at that point too. So maybe a leftover sprinkle or shower. We did have some earlier. It's been pretty quiet since, but I'm not going to rule it out, and we'll take a look at a hour-by-hour breakdown in just a moment. But the humidity is definitely taking that dive, not only today, but into tomorrow, Thursday, and then it starts to creep back up into the humid range heading into Friday into your weekend, which is when we'll also be talking about more shower and thunderstorm chances. This morning through about noontime, we'll still have a spotty shower chance around, but then it clears out completely for your afternoon, and it's going to be so comfortable. Upper 70s, around 80 degrees. This is a picture of 6 o'clock this evening, and we've got mid to upper 70s and mainly clear skies at that point in time. I mean, if you want perfection, there you go. Give the AC a break. Open up those windows later today. This morning, maybe you just kind of leave it going because it is so muggy. But you'll feel the difference. Upper 70s, low 80s tomorrow, Thursday. Beautiful. And then we bring showers and storms back late Friday. We'll be in the mid 80s. We'll be upper 70s to low 80s through the weekend into early next week. And Tiffany, it looks like we'll have more scattered shower and storm chances this weekend as well. So maybe have your backup plans in case.
Always have the umbrella ready. Thank you, Holly. Well, time now for your morning rush. And first up, Jasmine is live in Akron.
Hey, Tiffany. Well, there's new life coming to the old Rolling Acres Mall. The only catch is we don't know what it is or who is coming, and neither does the city. So here are the details. This employers agreed to a $30 million in the new annual payroll, which city leaders estimate is about 500 new jobs to the community. They will also build a $100 million facility. The mystery in all of this, who is the company? The city says they can't release that just yet. They also added that $600,000 purchase price will be reimbursed to the buyer over time, an incentive to turn this once dead land into something far more vibrant. Now, we've continued our conversation on Facebook, and we want to hear, what do you think will be coming to Akron? Here's a look at what's coming up on the Today Show.
Hi, good morning to you from here at the White House. President Trump back here this morning trying to clean up his controversial comments while sharing the world stage with Vladimir Putin. The president refusing to say he believes U.S. intelligence over Putin's denials that Russia interfered in the 2016 election. His words costing him dearly with Democrats and Republicans, some blasting that news conference as shameful, disgraceful, and weak. This morning, we are hearing both from President Trump and President Putin in new interviews when we see it coming up on Today.
All right, crews, we're out early this morning checking the lighting ahead of the big Taylor Swift concert for tonight. Tickets still available on Ticketmaster. Doors open at First Energy Stadium at 5:30. You can find everything you need to know on our website, WKYC.com. For the first time in nearly 20 years, 6 players from the Indians will represent the team at tonight's All-Star game. Jose Ramirez is the only starter of the group, batting 5th, playing 3rd base. Bauer, Brantley, Gomes, Kluber, and Lindor are all the reserves. Midsummer Classic from our nation's capital starts tonight at 8 p.m. Tiffany?
All right, John, so we are here live at Playhouse Square. Hamilton opens tonight.
Are you more excited about Hamilton or your application for the sleep turn?
I would say my application
turn.
for the snooze turn.
I could sense
it.
You're pumped about that.
I am.
And we're also excited because Matt Granite is saving us some money coming up. The Deal Boss goes inside. It's still Amazon Prime Day. It's 36 hours now, so it's day 2, I guess. All that coming up after the break.
So we've been talking about Amazon Prime Day for weeks. The deal is so big yesterday when it finally got here, the site crashed.
Yeah, and when you add in the Deal Boss's deal on top of the deal that Amazon's giving you, that's like a 3 times deal. And that's probably why these things are crashing. But never fear, the Deal Boss is back.
Echo Dot, Fire Tablet, more echoes. I'm going to go beyond what everyone thinks the top 10 Amazon Prime Day deals are. If you look anywhere, there's a lot of lazy deal journalism. A lot of people just telling you to go buy this or go buy this. And what they don't realize, these are on sale all year long at varying points from Father's Day to Mother's Day. And I have deals right now that you will not see anywhere else. People, here are your top 10 real Prime Day deals. In the number 10 spot, the best blender deal you will see is also a food processor jam-packed with accessories. I love it. In the number 9 spot, a robotic shoulder, back, and neck massager at its lowest recorded price. In the number 8 spot, it is a camcorder deal from HP. In the number 7 spot, the best headphone deal you will see at half price. In the number 6 spot, the best bedsheet deal down from 100 to under 50. Number 5, it's a body fat smart Bluetooth scale. At number 4, the best pillow deal of the year, back in stock. At number 3, indestructible wireless headphones. At number 2, it's the sharpest knife deal I have ever seen. In the number 1 spot, well, you want to see that deal? Head over to our website. WKYC.com is where I have you covered. Your biggest savings in Northeast Ohio. Back to you.
Thank you so much, Deal Boss. At 6:55, we take a look in Lake County because great news for those of you who take State Route 2. That accident that was taking out your left lane approaching 615 has cleared out. So we pull out to take a look at the rest of the region, and right now we're seeing slow traffic 480 East near Warrensville Center Road. Here's what 480 looks like at Warrensville Center Road. So you see the heavier traffic that is typical right now. The delay is not longer than 1 minute, and there was some slowing 71 North heading into downtown, but Holly, that is all cleared out.
Good news, and really great news in your forecast too. It will be less humid and sunshine on the increase. If you're not already seeing it, trust me, it's just a matter of time. So cooler, clearing, and highs right around 80 today compared to yesterday's low 90s. So that was definitely another hot one, and it was very muggy. We still have the humidity around, but we're going to see smaller and smaller rain chances, perhaps just a leftover shower this morning. Beautiful weather midweek before we get back into scattered shower and storm chances late Friday into the weekend, Will and Tiffany. But in the meantime, we've got plenty of weather to enjoy, guys.
Holly, thank you. Out here at Playhouse Square, we've been talking about Hamilton all morning. This is our last hit, One Last Time. That's a Hamilton reference.
Oh, is it? That's good.
One last time.
He's going to sing it. We'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be in Akron for the Soapbox Derby. We're headed down there today, actually, to race.
That's a tease.
Thanks for watching Channel 3 News. Take Channel 3 News and weather with you wherever you go. Text WKYC to 25543 now to download our free apps.